Hey guys, today is Saturday, about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I've got the hood on and I'm liking the way it fits. The only one thing is on this side here, it doesn't quite have 3/16 of a gap there at the corner. Yeah, right in there. It's pretty tight. It gets pretty good right in here, but it fits a whole lot better than the trunk did when I first tried the trunk on the rear. So the hood's looking pretty good. I need to adjust it. See where my finger that way. Trying to push it to go that way just a little bit because I got good gap on the other side that can be closed up to open this up, maybe right there. So yeah, the hood's looking good. Fender, got a good gap there. Of course it starts to widen out down there, but that's because it's not bolted on the bottom. I still need to mount, re-weld the bracket that I took off there where the bracket was, the bolt had rusted out and I had to break that bolt. And anyway, but yeah, this needs to come in a little bit and it'll close that gap. Door, we're the same where I talked about that. That's the result. Probably is going to have to be cutting that corner there. I mean, cutting the quarter panel down along here to get this door gap, because that's where this panel has been up that way. But I mean, I got all this lined up, front fender, and go around the other side. Yeah, I'm really happy with that hood for being aftermarket it turned out to be pretty good. Good gap there. That needs to be closed up there. It can be adjusted, but here's where I'm talking about is I got a good gap there, which I could afford to come this way just a bit to close this up a little and open that up in the corner. But it seems like the hood is not adjustable either direction, that way or this way. Lift it up here. I think I need some new springs, some hood latches, because one of them squeaks real bad. I mean, I could probably put WD-40, but I'll show you something here in a minute. Let's see, where was I? The hood will go back and forth, front to rear, here, adjusted down and up, but it won't go in or out this way. I've tried loosening up the bolts and pushing it this way, but it won't come this way, so I'm gonna have to figure something out. The only thing I think it also might be wrong is this hood latch. When I put it onto the fender, it kind of is cockeyed in this way, if that's a word, but anyway, it's turned in. That one over there sets straight up and down. I was looking at the hood, the hinge, and if you notice real close here, looked like someone took and welded a piece here. And I got to looking at it real close, and what it is, it's a welding rod that comes around here and stops right there. If you see that, you can see the rod down at the bottom right there. Oh, and right there. So two rods were put in here, and the beads of weld, they welded this here and here. I don't know why they did that. Maybe they did it to straighten. Maybe this bracket was bent at one time, or hood latch, and they did it to reinforce it, straighten it, make it stronger. That's the only thing I'm thinking of. But yeah, I think this bracket's not any good. So that might be, I mean, this hood latch it's not any good. That might be my whole problem. So I think I'm going to pick up a couple of new ones anyway. That one over there seems good, but I'm going to probably look into getting a couple of new ones. Anyway, that's where I'm at. I'm really happy with the hood. I'm glad I did all this work. Seems to be lining up, just a little adjustments here and there, and I think it's going to be okay. So now back to work and taking everything off again. Gotta take all these parts down to metal. The door, almost got it down to metal. The fender needs a whole bunch of work. It's got a lot of rust, typical areas on the fenders. Rust hole here, rust hole there. So yeah, it's typical area on the 64s where they rust out down in here. That's the way the other one was, but I fixed it. So yeah, that's where I'm at today on that. Let's see. Oh, by pulling these screws out also, like I talked about on my last video, I pulled out these screws here. I'm glad I didn't weld this piece. I was able to pull part of the firewall out, so I won't need any shims here. And same thing on the other side. I may need just one shim over there, but yeah, I was able to pull those screws out, and when I tightened that down, it pulled out the part of that firewall that needed to come towards the front. So that's looking good there. Fender here, this one needs to go down just a little bit, but I'm going to probably need to remount these holes here. So yeah, the hard part's pretty much done on this. I've got, like I said, I gotta take all this off again, but yeah, that hinge right there, that squeak, it's pretty loud. Oh, and the hood sits a little bit lower here in the back, but I think that's the spring issue. Fits perfect on the other side. Alright guys, I'll see what I can get done and take all that stuff off again, and then get started back welding the quarter panel and all that. But yeah, that's what I'm glad everybody gave me the suggestion to put those parts on, because that's basically what I was looking at, was pulling that door back as far as I could, lining it up and getting that quarter panel right. And that looks like that's what it's going to take to get that gap over there, because everything up towards the front is looking good. Alright guys, thanks for all your suggestions, comments, and for all the new subscribers that have subscribed to the channel. And as soon as I get more done, I'll bring you guys back. I'll try to upload this video tonight. Yeah, it's looking good. I'm happy with it. It's one less thing, you know, to worry about. I was getting kind of worried that this was not going to line up, and it was going to take a little bit more work, but it's looking good. So thanks guys. I'll bring you guys back if I get anything else done.